and welcome again to Not Fake News. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and smash that like button. It's a little blurry, but it's not my camera. It's just the picture. We have a bunch of breaking stories here for you folks. So, let's do this. Trump just woke up the internet with one tweet. Great day for America's future security and safety, courtesy of the U.S. Supreme Court. I will keep fighting for the American people and win. Sorry, Democrats, I know it hurts to hear that. It's official. Look what President Trump tapped to replace Comey. President Trump has chosen criminal defense attorney Christopher Wray as his nominee to replace fired FBI Director James Comey. President Trump has submitted to the Senate the nomination of Christopher Wray for FBI Director. The White House announced Monday night. It confirmed for a 10-year term Wray would replace James Comey, who Trump fired in May. I am honored and humbled to be nominated by the President to lead the FBI, the premier law enforcement organization in the world, Wray said in a statement released by the Justice Department. From my earliest days working with agents as a line prosecutor to my time working with them at the Department of Justice in the aftermath of 9/11, I have been inspired by men and women of the FBI, inspired by their professionalism, integrity, courage, and sacrifice for public. If confirmed, I will be privileged and honored to once again work with them. America faces grave threats both here and abroad, and the FBI, in concert with its federal, state, and local partners, continues to work steadfastly to prevent and hold accountable those responsible for these threats. I look forward to the confirmation process. I pledge my complete commitment to fairly and honorably protecting our country and upholding our Constitution and laws. Wray, 50-year-old, a white-collar criminal defense attorney, previously led the Department of Justice Criminal Division during 2 years, 2003 to 2005, of President George W. Bush's administration. In private practice, Wray's most recent work, he represented New Jersey Governor Chris Christie in the Bridgegate scandal, in which 2 of Christie's aides were given prison sentences after closing down the George Washington Bridge in an act of political retribution. That work relationship will likely be challenged by Democrats, who will be especially attuned to the independence of the next FBI director. At the time, the Bureau is investigating Russia's meddling in the U.S. election and any potential collusion between Trump and the campaign and Kremlin. Next, CNN gets blackballed. According to reports, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer is not taking any questions from CNN during the press briefings. The Hill reported, this could be bull. I don't know if that's true, but let's see. White House correspondent Jim Acosta on Monday ramped up his criticism of Trump's administration press shop, pointing out that the Obama administration always gave Fox News a question at the White House briefing. During an appearance on CNN's newsroom with Brooke Baldwin, Acosta said that Trump White House had blackballed CNN and has not taken questions in weeks. He may have taken questions here or there over the last couple of weeks, but very largely been just blackballed during these briefings, Acosta said, referring to the White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer. We're not getting questions to the White House Press Secretary. We're just not getting questions to the White House Press Secretary. Acosta last week said Spicer was just kind of useless amid mounting frustrations over increased off-camera briefings at the White House. Acosta on Monday said he wants to make perfectly clear to the viewers that Obama White House called on Fox News in the briefings. The only thing you're making clear is that you're admitting you're an Obama show. Because you're saying, oh, Obama let Fox on, and Fox was against Obama, and why won't you let CNN on? Admitting that they're against Trump. Right there. Fox News always got a question every day at the briefing under President Obama, so let's just make sure that that's perfectly clear to everybody watching out there. He said, CNN, we don't care if it's not fair to you, which it is fair. You don't deserve a question. But we don't care. You And your crony friends and all the left, that's it. You gave up your opportunity to be treated fairly when you treated us so unfairly. Breaking: Disneyland changes its mind about President Trump. Disney has officially announced that President Trump will be having a speaking role in their Hall of Presidents. Yeah, they have a thing where, let's look into that one. Oh wait, there is more. There's more. Hall of Presidents in Disney. When you go in, you see all the presidents over the years, and Disney, trying to be cute, said, oh, we're not going to have one of the president. You're not? Then I'll never go to your park again. Walt Disney World plans to give President Donald Trump a speaking role in the Hall of Presidents attraction, park officials said on Sunday. Many people have wondered what the role President would play in the Magic Kingdom attraction since he was elected. Located in Liberty Square, the Hall of Presidents features animatronic robots of all previous U.S. presidents. Since Bill Clinton, every sitting president has recited a speech during the attraction. A report in May from Vice Motherboard suggested that Trump's animatronic would be silent. However, Disney says it plans for Trump to speak. Soros is resigning. Boom! George Soros' eldest son, Robert Soros, is stepping down. Whoa. Not the old one? George Soros' eldest son, Robert Soros, is stepping down as deputy chairman and president of Soros Fund Management in order to set up his own fund. Robert Soros, deputy chairman and president of Soros Fund Management, is resigning from those roles and stepping down from day-to-day management to invest in his own money at the $26 billion family office. The eldest of George Soros' 5 children, Robert, 53 years old, will remain an owner at the firm as he worked in various investment and management roles for more than 20 years and will continue to be involved in his strategic long-term planning. He'll create a unit called Soros Capital, which will tend toward illiquid investments, including venture capital. Don't trust them, folks. Don't trust them. As opposed to the past when everything was under one umbrella and under a strong force of the patriotic Soros Fund Management, will now transition to a model that provides customized solutions for the different needs of the Soros family and the Soros Foundation clients, Robert said in a telephone interview. The change comes... They're talking like they're not criminals, right? Oh, yeah. The change comes as the family office hired Dawn Fitzpatrick this year as a chief investment officer to help diversify beyond the large leveraged bets that had made George Soros' immense fortune and cemented the 86-year-old's reputation as one of the most skilled traders in the industry. Dave Milinch, who joined Soros 4 years ago as chief operating officer, will take over Robert's management duties. I want them all to just go straight to hell. Well, look who's been placed on leave. Johnny Williams, the community college professor who called for the death of white people, has been placed on leave by Trinity College. In the past, for the racially oppressed to do what people who believe themselves to be white will not do. Put an end to vendors of their destruction mythology and whiteness of their white supremacy system. Johnny Eric Williams. I'm fed the F up with self-identified white daily violence directed at immigrants, Muslim and sexually race-oppressed people. The time is now to confront these inhuman a-holes and end this now. I know you think that this is a time for you and all your people to rise up and take over and reverse everything and maybe even make white people slaves. But guess what? It's not going to happen. Okay? It's not going to happen, guys. Sorry. We built this city on rock and roll. To the members of the Trinity community, as follows in my last note last week, I rewrite to inform you that the Professor Johnny Williams has been placed on leave effectively immediately. We've determined that it leaves in the best interest of both the Professor Williams and the college. The review by the Dean of the faculty of the events concerning Professor Williams will continue. Meanwhile, I want to take care to note that the principles that underlie the particular set of events go far beyond the actions of any one person. These involve principles that concern how we think about academic freedom and freedom of speech, as the responsibilities that come with those fundamental values. It's true, too, that scholars and citizens, and as individuals, and as a community of higher learning, our roles in and relationship to social media and the public sphere are complicated. We must be able to engage in conversations about the difficult and complex issues, and Trinity College and other places like it are precisely where such conversations should occur. I, for one, welcome them. Did he deserve it? Yes. Goodbye. Next. Here it is, folks, the most bizarre story that you've heard this year from the Democrats. Multiple members of the House of Representatives hired a fired McDonald's worker to become their IT guy, and it ended up in a multi-million-dollar IT scam. Please, no cameras, please. DailyRecorder.com reported multiple members of the Congress hired as their information technology IT administrator, an individual whose most recent job experience was being fired from McDonald's. The Daily Caller's News Foundation investigation group has learned. Spokesman for the members whose members won't say what their bosses knew at the time, but the hiring decisions highlight the role, witting or unwittingly, the representatives played in what turned out to be an alleged multi-million-dollar IT scam in Congress with serious implications for national security. Soon after, Awan joined the staff of Florida Democratic Representative Debbie Ross Massoud in 2005. His brother Abid and Jamal, his wife Hina, and his wife Natalia all appeared on others' members' payroll, supposedly as IT administrators. His best friend, Rayos Abbas, landed on the payroll too. Most of them made salaries ordinarily chiefs of staff earn, but they were rarely seen or heard from in the Hill IT circles. The crew is now the target of a U.S. Capitol Police criminal information security probe with assistance from other law enforcement agencies as needed. These were the three leakers in the White House when it first started out. That guy, Arwan, and I'm just going to keep reading. Politico reported House staffers are accused of stealing equipment from members' offices without their knowledge and committing serious potential illegal violations on the House IT network. Abyss lived in the basement of a house that Hina owned at a rental property, according to Crystal Pepregon, who occupied the top floors of the house. Abbas administered the email accounts of the computers of the 8 members of Congress, according to the official payroll records. House IT administrators can read all emails sent and received by members for whom they work. Rayo did appear to be home most days, Pepregon said, and she claimed excuse me, that Imran told her Abbas that he lost job at McDonald's. Imran appeared to be used Abbas as a cutmore in more ways than one, because he instructed her to make rentals payable to Abbas instead of the landlord. Wow, sorry. For years, Abbas was the only IT worker for the Democratic Representative Emanuel Cleaver of Missouri, and the only D.C.-based one for Ted Deutch of Florida. According to the payrolls, if Abbas did not actually perform IT work for Congress, it raised the question of whether someone else with no staff relationship, such as Iran, was performing sensitive administration-level IT work when required. To get administration-level access to a congressional office account, a form must be submitted that requires a member's signature. House IT workers told the DCNF people who are not on staff are not permitted to do the work. for the office, according to the House rules. Well, look who Planned Parenthood just hired. The firm that is behind the crazy Trump dossier has been reportedly hired by Planned Parenthood to smear their infamous video makers. Breitbart, the shadowy research firm that Breitbart reports. The shadowy research firm that commissioned the dossier on President Trump and the same firm hired by Planned Parenthood to create a narrative that videos exposing the abortion business' alleged profiteering from the sales of aborted baby parts were deceptively edited. The website for Fusion GPS provides only 2 paragraphs about the firm and the email address for the further contact. Fusion GPS is based in Washington, D.C. and provides premium research. Bull crap, it doesn't. Strategic intelligence and due diligence services to corporations, law firms, and investors worldwide. They're a bunch of liars. We offer a cross-disciplinary approach with expertise in media, politics, regulation, national security, and global markets. Fusion GPS. And finally, it's here, the video that will break CNN. From Fox News bombshell in 2016, Obama dismissed idea that anyone could rig an election, an American election. Check this out, witch hunt. Remember when President Trump said he was under a witch hunt? Well, President Trump was absolutely right. In this video, John Bonifield, CNN supervisor, producer, admits the Russian collusion story is bull crap, and President Trump is under a witch hunt. James O'Keefe. We showed how Hillary would rig the election. Now we prove that CNN is launching a witch hunt against you. Here we go.
But honestly, you think the whole Russia shit is just like bullshit.
Could be bullshit. I mean, it's mostly bullshit right now. Like, we don't have any big giant proof. But then they say, well, there's still an investigation going on. And you're like, yeah. I don't know. If you were finding something, we'd know about it. The way these leaks happen, they'd leak it. It'd leak. If it was something really good, it would leak.
It would have leaked before voting, I would say. If anything was good out there, it would have came out already.
Yeah, the leaks keep leaking, and there's so many great leaks, and it's amazing. And I just refuse to believe that if they had something really good like that, that wouldn't leak, because we've been getting all these other leaks. So I just feel like they don't really have it, but they want to keep digging. Mm-hmm. And so I think the president is probably right to say, like, look, you are witch hunting me. Like, you have no smoking gun. You have no real proof.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We didn't need I stare at myself in elevator mirrors, boy, to tell us that. We knew that. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Not Fake News. We make videos, current news videos, what's happening days before even Fox News gets the news. So keep tuned and know what's going on before everyone else. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and smash that like button.